Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and if you're new here, welcome or welcome back. Today we are doing something a little bit different. Essentially amount that I cash stuff every fortnight now has gone down a little bit until January. That's just due because my rent has gone up a little bit. So the new budget will be $450 per fortnight, which is good, which I'm still happy I could stuff that. So another thing that you won't be seeing in videos these days while I'm at this amount is my savings challenge binder, which is okay because I do have an envelope and I will explain when I get there. I will tell you what that envelope's for. I think that's about it that I had to tell everyone. I am currently working on something in Canva as well that's kind of no one sort of really knows about it just yet. I want to try and finalise it all before I tell you all and show you all what it is. And I hope you all like what I'm going to show you. Also, another thing will be is that a lot of the envelopes that I will be stuffing from here on out will only be receiving. I'm essentially determining whether they're a high priority envelope or a low priority or an envelope that can get stuffed every so often. And that's the beauty of this budget, is that you don't have to stuff every envelope if you can't stuff every envelope, because it makes you feel bad if you can't stuff every envelope. So you don't have to stuff every envelope, which is what I've come to terms with. It's taken me a long time to come to terms with that. And I've been doing this for about almost 3 years now. And I'm finally in that headspace where it's okay if I can't stuff every envelope every fortnight, or even monthly. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. We are cash stuffing $450, which is in the tray here. I do love our money, it's so pretty and bright. And the tray, as per usual, is from my bestie Grace over at Savings with Grace. So go check her out if you haven't. So we're going to be doing things a little differently as well. So I'm going to be essentially jumping into the 2 savings challenges that I want to complete throughout however long, which is Blake's 1K Lost Ledger thing. And as you can see, I've added a little Friends pin, Central Perk. If you're not a fan, I love Friends. Friends is like my ultimate favourite show. Unfortunately, since they've taken it off of Netflix, I haven't been able to find it anywhere else, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. And Blake's envelope, first envelope today, is getting 35. So 20, 30, and 5. And that has 100, or 50, 1, 20, 30, 35. And that is correct. Gosh. No, I'm never really organised for these videos. It's kind of a bad habit, actually. And we are marking off this 35 here, which is the pyramid. So once this envelope is done, I'll be able to go to this card here and scratch that off, and get the first symbol, which will be exciting. Another thing that you'll have noticed as well when I get to it is that I've changed my envelopes again. I've been on a envelope making craze the last few weeks, which is good, but also not so good because it makes me want to redo all my envelopes every single fortnight, which isn't good for the budget. And the next binder is Iris's binder. Let me just mark this down. And that's getting 15, so I'm doing this 10 here and this first 5. Hope you all can see that. Sorry, my headlight is my lights are a bit shiny today. So 5. So another thing is I will always be putting $15 into Iris's binder, as it is essentially 5 and 10s. So which allows me to do 2 envelopes at a time. So for Iris's binder we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75 saved up so far. If that's correct, that's impressive. Yep, 75. And that's awesome. So next one will be the bills and home thing. So another little Friends pin when Matthew Perry wore a bunny costume to a Halloween party that Bonica threw. That episode was funny. That was also the same episode when Ross dressed as Sputnik. So these are the envelopes that I have created. So these are called Elegant Florals. So electricity is getting skipped this fortnight. Gas is getting 100 because the gas bill is coming up soon, and that now has 200 in the envelope. Water currently has 50, and that is getting its usual 15. I am lucky enough not to pay water where I currently am, but I would still like to have this fully funded at 1,000 before I do find a place of my own to sort of move into. So water now has 20, 40 in the bank, 50, 60, 65. And that's getting up there. Pretty soon I'll hit 100, which is amazing. Emergency is getting 10. And that has $30 in emergency. Oh, okay. So another thing that you won't see is the phone envelope. I've decided that I'm not gonna start stuffing that until I get my new phone, so I've taken that envelope out. I have budgeted for it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that $20 into deposit and start deposit. and that's all that it has in there. And Buffer is getting 10, and it's got 20 in their bank, and now it's got 30 in Buffer. So next up is my events. I love these envelopes, these new envelopes. They go so well with my dashboards. So you'll see here the same sort of envelope, but different floral and same wording. Sorry, I'm just trying. I don't know why, but my camera seems to be stupid today. Alright, take a drink. So the only two envelopes in here that are getting stuffed are Christmas, and that's getting 50. So that's got 500 in the bank, and these prop notes that you see here are from Caroline over at Carocash, based on our Australian, I guess, natives. Yeah. The other ones that you see in this binder as well are from Mama on a Budget, Jamie. So she doesn't make these anymore, but I'm really hoping she does, because I really need to buy some more from her. So it's got 500. Christmas has 500 in the bank, 50 and 600. Gifts. I do have birthdays and gifts. I wrote this down when I have my other envelopes. I should have rewritten it. So gifts is getting skipped, and birthdays is getting 20. So birthdays now has 50, 70, 90, 100. Wow, that's amazing. So that is the events binder all done. So the next binder is my travel binder. Yes, I have a travel binder now. I just gotta remember which one it is. Yes, it's this one. So I've currently got 1,000 in the bank. Take that out. So I currently have 1,000 in the bank. This is for Tasmania when I go next month. And I don't have a envelope for it, so I'm just putting it at the back there of the binder. So these are my Blue Elegant Floral Travel Binder. So we are putting $50 into it. And Japan has 100, 150. I know I need a lot more than that, but so far that's all it's got, and I'm really excited. So this is essentially, this envelope here, I'll be essentially saving all the money in here, and then once I get to a certain amount, I'll then take the money out of this envelope. Say like I need to save 2,000 for flights, I'll do it in this envelope. Once I get to that point, I'll take that money out, put a $2,000 prop note in the flight envelope, and then so on and so forth. It's just the way that my brain works. So that's travel done. Next up is my personal binder, which is where the rest of this money is going. So treat yourself. Alright, I've got these around the wrong way again. So we're working on personal care, which is getting 30, 20, and a 10. And this should now have 60, 20, 40, 50, 60, which it does. Wardrobe is next. It's getting its usual 10. So now it has 20 in the bank, 20 and 30 in cash. So all up it has $50. Tattoo is next. And that's getting its 10. And that has 20. Technology is getting 5, and now it's got 10. Furniture is getting 5. And now it's got 15. Health is getting 5, and that has 20, 40, 45, 50 in health. I'm hoping I can get this built up. Vision is getting 10. And that has 10, 20, 30 in vision. Dental isn't getting anything, and Buffer isn't getting anything. So going back to Treat Yourself, which is getting 15. And that has 50, 70, so 20 in the bank, 50, 70, 80, 85. Extra savings. All right, so this is the envelope I wanted to talk to you all about. Extra savings is going to be like a savings challenge envelope. So this envelope here, I have basically set a goal. So so I've basically set myself a goal of a $300 limit on this envelope. So every time when this envelope gets to 300, I'll be able to pull that money out and then go do a reallocation thing of it. And I'll be able to reallocate it into my savings challenge binder. So I'm still saving for savings challenges, but it won't just be the money going straight into savings challenges. It will be a whole chunk of money going into savings challenges, if that makes sense. So that's getting 30 today. So I'm always going to put $30 in here. So this currently has 20, 40, 50, $60 in extra savings. which is exciting. And the last $5, which is all I have left over, is going into a binder that I've made, obviously, which is I bought back my A6 personal size black on black binder. This is going to be my small shops Etsy binder. So each one of these envelopes that I have is a small shop that I've either bought from or would like to buy from in the future. And I'm looking forward to when I'll be able to get that money. So each small shop, I've decided that I'm going to cap it at $200 per shop. So they're getting the same amount, which means it will allow me to go, okay, so I want to spend $120 on savings challenges or a binder or something like that. And then I'll use the rest of the money for shipping costs. Because quite a few, like especially with America, and I think some parts of Europe, it's quite expensive to ship to Australia, not only for them, but for us as well, or vice versa, for us to ship to them. And then you have to go through all the custom fees and everything like that. So at the moment, I'm saving, I've got saving for Grace, Lily, May, who's Styled Budgets, Angela, who is Emzo Budgets, Mish, the Lux Dollar, Blake from Walletwell, Iris, I think we all know who Iris is, Purely Budgets, Cooper, and Planning with Kay. So Planning with Kay is a new, to me, small shop, planning shop on Etsy. And I want to be able to buy from her because she has some binder charms and everything that are magnetic. So, which means that it doesn't have a pin in which will damage the binder or planner or whatever you plan on using it for. So the reason why I opened this up is because Grace is getting my last $5, which is really cool. So she now has 20, 30, 35, 40 in her envelope. And these envelopes I will be snowballing. So I'll be working on one envelope at a time. So then that way I don't get so overwhelmed and confused, which tends to happen a lot. And the money is done from the tray, and that's everything. Sorry I wasn't as talkative in this one. I just wanted to try and get this done as quick as possible, considering the time and everything. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Let me know what you're going to get up into the comments below. I've started doing, if you've watched until the end of this video, please put an emoji down. So I'm thinking for this one, can you put a little owl or otter or sunflower down to let me know that you got to the end of this video, because it will really help out my channel. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We are so close to 150 subscribers, which is really exciting. When we do get to that, I am thinking about doing a giveaway. I don't know what the giveaway will entail just yet, but I will have a couple, maybe a month to just think about it. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, and I look forward to hearing what you're all planning on doing. Thank you very much. Bye.